Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
So my wife and I, just a little context, we're 33 years old, and we're on baby step like 4, 5, and 6,
Good.
somewhere in between there.
Good for you.
We had a question, thank you. We have $150,000 in stocks from her old job that she's not in anymore, and we were wondering if it was worthwhile to put that on the principal of our home.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I figured. I'm in a little debate with my family right now.
Well, I don't know why your family gets a vote.
Yeah.
It's your money.
So, yeah, I agree.
So here's the thing. Here's a couple things on this to help you know that my suggestion is right. Here's why I'm telling you this. There's two reasons. One is if you reverse engineer some of these decisions, and the Harvard Investment Newsletter calls this sunk cost analysis, okay? So reverse engineer it and say, if I had the opportunity to borrow, given my state of mind today, I'm working baby steps 4, 5, and 6, which means you're putting 15% of your income into retirement, you're doing something on kids' college, and you're paying anything you can find reasonably on the house as baby step 6 to pay off the house early. That's the stated goals of 4, 5, and 6. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So if that's where your head is, and you had the opportunity to borrow $150,000 on your home to buy stock in your wife's old company, you would never do that.
Hey, George here with a quick interruption. If something were to happen to you tomorrow, would your family know where to find your life insurance policy, your will, even your Netflix password? Well, Knockbox solves that. It's a kit that organizes your financial accounts, estate plans, and everything your family would need all in one place. That way they don't have to hack into your laptop or locate some long-lost thumb drive. So leave them a legacy, not a scavenger hunt with Knockbox. Ramsey fans get the best discount available at knockbox.com/Ramsey. That's knockbox.com/Ramsey.
You would never do that.
No, we wouldn't.
So keeping it is the exact same thing, only in reverse. It's as if by not cashing it and paying it on the house, it's as if you borrowed on the house to buy it. Mathematically. Does that make sense?
Right, yeah.
So that's one
thing.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say the only thing is right now we have an 18-month-old and another child on the way. So our budget is very tight right now, where we're kind of like losing about $500 a month. So I didn't know if people were saying it's just like a backup in case anything were to happen, that we would have that money.
You have an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses?
Correct. So we have $30,000 in an emergency fund, and we have $100,000 in like a high yield money market account.
How much backup do you need, the great Walinda?
I
mean, what are you doing?
agree.
Some kind of high wire trapeze act? You got $280,000 in backup. This is insanity.
Yeah. I agree. I would like to pay the principal down. And
so how much do you owe on your home?
So we owe $329, and our interest rate's 2.875.
Okay. So here's what I would do if I woke up in your shoes. Okay. Now, I currently own about $650 million in real estate. That's my point of perspective, and I started from being broke. Okay. After having lost everything. If I woke up in your shoes, I would put $250,000 down on that house and have a $30,000 emergency fund by the end of the day, because I know that the data tells me, not only in my own life, but the 10,167 millionaires that we studied, that the millionaires that became millionaires starting from nothing, which is 89% of them, that's 9 out of 10 in America, became millionaires starting from nothing. Here's what they did. They paid off their house early and used the increased cash flow to build wealth, and they systematically and steadily invested year after year after year after year in their 401ks and their Roth IRAs and good mutual funds. So when we run into a millionaire that's 47 and they've got $1.7 million in net worth, it's typically $700,000-$800,000 paid for house, $700,000-$800,000 in their 401k.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not your broke relatives with an opinion. Those are millionaires.
Yeah. So we're only doing 5% in our 401k because my wife's a stay-at-home mom, and I only make about like 85 a year. So,
Okay, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I thought you said you were doing baby steps 4, 5, and 6, and you're not. So you're going to have to do that before we have a discussion. And if you want to beef up your emergency fund to 40,000 or 50,000, even just to be crazy, that's okay. But 280,000 is moronic. That's just ridiculous. Okay, and you guys need to get your budget tightened up. If you have zero debt, which I'm now questioning if you do or not, except your home, and you're putting 15% of your income away for retirement, you ought to have room in your budget, regardless of the daycare issue. So something else is wrong. So, dude, you're going to have to dial in and do the stuff we're talking about in order for us to say you're doing the stuff you're talking about. And you're not. So we got to figure that part out. But the reason is you guys have been piling up cash over on the left. So that tells me you're making money and you're good savers. You're just crummy at selecting where, because you're taking advice from broke relatives. So, okay. Guys, if broke people are making fun of your financial plan, it's like fat people making fun of your diet, okay? Come on. You got to think through this. It's just silliness. If you walk in and you hire a personal trainer and they're 450 pounds, you made a mistake, okay? It's a problem. And so you've got to go, it's like these people that say, I'm a life coach, and they've never had a life. So that's a problem, okay? So you should actually have some background, some experience, some track record, some what we call social proof to move forward.
Yeah, something's off. I'd love to see their budget, because for them to be able to stack away that much cash and still say he's $500 in the red every month, just a couple of things are off, and I think it's got to be some fundamentals. I don't think it's crazy living.
No, obviously not crazy living, because they couldn't save that kind of money.
Yeah.
But something's going. They're probably chunking money in there instead of doing their baby step 4 properly, which is 15% of your household income, not counting the match, going into retirement. That's baby step 4. Which, by the way, if you start that at 33 years old and you have an average household income, when you get to 67, you're going to have on average somewhere around $9 million just in that one account. If you just save 15% of your income for 25 or 30 years, if that's all you do, okay? And that's if you never get a raise, which if you don't get a raise for 30 years, you're like a loser, okay? So, I mean, seriously, this is this is a wealth building process that bar none, but you've got to actually do it. Mm-hmm. It's not a theory. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.